Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Goodison Park. There's no place like it, is there, under floodlights? We're here for FA Youth Cup action. It's Everton against Fulham. My co-commentator tonight, Ian Snowden. We love this competition, don't we?
Oh, does it get any better when you're 15, 16, 17-year-old? But I remember playing in the competition for Doncaster Rovers, and well, you couldn't wait for the draw. And then what they do, and I'm so happy that Everton do, is play at the first team ground. That's what it was all about. And I know we drew Newcastle, played at St James's Park when I was 16, and you look around and you think, wow, this is it, kind of thing. But you've got a long way to go in your football career, but this is the pinnacle for youth cup competition, the FA Youth Cup.
It's just
brilliant.
Terrific for the young boys to play in a massive four-sided stadium because they're not used to it, are they?
No, there'll be a lot of nerves. There will be a lot of nerves. I know in our team there's quite a few boys that have played under 23 level and they've played here on several occasions, but there's also some that won't have graced the great turf of Goodison Park, so I'm sure there will be nerves. It's a massive cup competition and it's one that Everton want to go and win the competition. It's as simple as that.
Terrific last season, wasn't it? We had some fun, didn't we, along the way?
Oh, brilliant. Some great results. The boys certainly battled till the end, especially in the likes against Chelsea, etc. So, yeah, some great results. Let's hope these are not as close tonight. It'll be a tough game. Fulham have always got some good youngsters as well. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to the game. We're
looking forward to it immensely. Well, the last time Everton and Fulham met at this level, it was actually in the Premier League Under-18 Cup. It was October 2019. Everton won 4-2. Here's the pick of the action. We'd certainly settle for another 4-2 scoreline tonight, and Paul Tate's gone with a strong side, Snods. A lot of his starting 11 tonight have played regularly for Unzi at under 23 level. That could make a difference.
I would like to think so. I think the experience at under 23 level put me in great stead for under 18 level as it is. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to some of the boys who have been starring in the 23s absolutely running the show this evening in this particular game.
You're talking about the likes of Charlie Whittaker.
Yeah, I am.
He's had a taste with the first team.
Yeah.
He came with us to Florida in the summer. He's played regularly and scored goals for the 23s. So now he's back down, for want of a better phrase, with his under 18 colleagues. But as you say, he's got to get the game by the scruff of the neck, hasn't he?
That's the experience of training with the first team players and going away with them. He's immense at that age, and he should go into games like this. I know I keep going on when I played, I shouldn't really, but when I played with Doncaster's first team and then come back to youth level, I found it quite easy, and that's how these boys should be. The Whitakers, the Prices, etc. They should be thinking, wow, I've been involved in the 23s, I've been involved with the first team training, I should be getting on the ball, I should be dictating play tonight, I should be showing everybody what a good player I am. And that's how you've got to look at it. If everybody went out and thought, I'm going to be the best player on the pitch collectively, you'd be great.
Fulham haven't got the best record in the FA Youth Cup. They've only been to one final ever, but traditionally they tend to be strong at this level.
Yeah, they've got some. They'll have some good kids. Fulham are a great club. It's a great place to go and play football as well, Craven Cottage. So I'm sure they'll be thinking exactly the same. I'm sure when the draw came out, I'm sure they thought, well, we've got a tough game at Everton, and rightly so. It should be a tough game. Let's make it tough for them, but it'll be a difficult one. I'm looking forward to the game. As I say, I think both sides will try and play football. So who wants it most and who's the bravest on the night, and hopefully it'll be our boys in blue.
We're really looking forward to this one, Everton against Fulham, kicking off at 7 o'clock. Now, the under-18s didn't have a game at the weekend, so their last outing was on the 4th of December. It was at USM Finch Farm against Manchester United, and this is what happened.
Morning, mate. How are you?
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
Get down there. I'll be down in a minute to look after you.
All right, yeah. Morning.
Luke Butterfield, he's in the starting 11 tonight for Paul Tate's side, and his memorable winner against Manchester City last season, deep into stoppage time, will live long in the memory. Well, just a few moments ago I caught up with the Everton under-18s coach, Paul Tate. Paul, what are you expecting tonight?
A tough game, Darren. Fulham. When we've played them in the past, they've always put good teams out against us. They're doing well in the league, got a good setup, so a tough game, competitive game, but a really exciting game, hopefully.
You've gone with an experienced lineup tonight.
Yes, we've got 9 second-year scholars starting tonight, which is really good for us in terms of experience, because 7 of the boys started last season. So yeah, the team's strong, really strong.
We had a lot of fun in this competition last season, didn't we?
We certainly did. We just played the boys a couple of little videos of last season, a couple of little reminders, and I think certainly the boys who were involved last season are really eager to go one better this season. and the boys who are in it for the first time, the first year scholars and some of the under 16 group, they're looking to really make an impact.
A couple of the younger players, the 16-year-olds, it'll be terrific for them to play at Goodison, won't it?
Oh, fantastic. It's great for all of the boys, all of the staff to be here at Goodison. But yeah, particularly them young ones who haven't been here before, haven't played here before. Fantastic night for them, hopefully.
This competition, the FA Youth Cup, it's where the boys at this level can make a bit of a name for themselves. It's where the fans start to take notice of them, isn't it?
Absolutely. I think last season, with the live coverage, and I think it caught everybody's imagination, our cup run, and maybe a few players who a lot of the fans didn't know about started taking interest in and start to follow them. So, hopefully there's one or two names in there tonight that they'll start to follow.
Do you feel as if you owe this competition one, because we were so outstanding in the tournament last season, but West Brom was just one tough game too far?
Yeah, we were disappointed, weren't we, at West Brom after the teams that were beaten on the way there. But we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. We've got to respect Fulham tonight, and it's the first hurdle in this competition, and we want to come out winners tonight.
A little bit of know-how, the lads who have played regularly for under 23 level, that can make the difference, can't it? Yeah,
they're playing regularly under 23 football. You probably find that some of the Fulham players are as well, though. So I think it's a lot of it's how we gel tonight and get our rhythm early in the game and get a foothold in the game early, earn the right to play, and then with the talent that we've got out there, hopefully that they play with freedom and they do justice for themselves.
Just finally, even as a player, as a coach and now a manager, you've always loved this competition, haven't you?
Oh, brilliant. I love the Youth Cup. I love the fact that the players get to play at Goodison. It's a really exciting night.
Good luck, Paul. Thanks for talking to us.
Thanks, Darren.
Il valore aggiunto dei prodotti Beretta è una grande tradizione e la voglia e capacità di innovazione continua. È fondamentale credere nel proprio lavoro e nel proprio avvenire senza mai dimenticare il sapore della nostra storia.
Everybody, and welcome to Goodison Park. FA Youth Cup action, Everton against Fulham, the competition that gave us so much entertainment last season. Everton beating Manchester City away, Chelsea away, before finally succumbing at the quarter-final stage to West Bromwich Albion. Here come the officials, here come the players. Matty Mallon, the Everton captain tonight. It's a strong Everton side. There's a lot of under-23 players in there, but I would imagine, Snods, that Fulham have got just the strongest side out.
Yeah, I'm sure they will, Daz. Both sets of players will be looking forward to this. Obviously, I don't know any of the Fulham players. I wouldn't expect to, but I know that looking at our team, we've got bags of experience, and I talk about experience because they played under 23 level.
Yeah.
So you look down our team: Charlie Whittaker, Isaac Price, Stanley Mills, Luke Butterfield, who have all played numerous games. So I'm looking for a strong performance today from our boys.
It's a very strong middle of the park, isn't it? Charlie Whittaker, Isaac Price, Stan Mills, Jensen Metcalf, Luke Butterfield. They've all played regularly for the 23s, and I would imagine at some point they've probably trained with the first team down at USM Finch Farm.
And looking at that midfield, I would like to think that's where the game could be won, because we've got really good players in there, and I just want to see Charlie Whittaker and Stan Mills taking the game by the scruff of the neck and dominating this game.
Ishi Samuel Smith, the left back for Everton, was born in June 2006.
Makes us look sound really old, doesn't it?
There's the Fulham side, as you know. As you said, Snods, we don't know a great deal about the Fulham side, other than they are 5th in the Academy Premier Under-18 League, the Southern Division. There's Charlie Whittaker. Big night for Charlie Whittaker. We're expecting so much from the young Yorkshireman. There's a lot of pressure on his shoulders, but Snods, when you're 18 years of age and you've trained with the first team and you've travelled abroad with the first team, pressure comes with the job, doesn't it?
Of course. Pressure. There's no pressure at this age. The pressure is to go and win a contract. It really is, Daz. So, but no, I'm looking forward to Charlie's performance. I'm looking forward to all our boys putting a performance on today. There's quite a few fans behind us as well, Daz, in the upper Bullings. So I'm sure everybody here tonight are looking for an Everton victory.
Martin Mitchell is the referee tonight. Daniel Wood and Jacob Widdowson are his assistants, and Matty Mallon's family just over away to our right-hand side.
I think it was his dad.
I'm really pleased to see Matty keep the armband, because there's a few more experienced players, older players than Matty in the side, but he captains the 18, so give him the armband for the Youth Cup.
Yeah, and that's the respect that Paul Tate's got for him. He'll have said, you're the captain's son, go and lead us out there, hopefully to a victory.
Fulham will kick off. Luke Harris, 16-year-old, will get the first touch of the ball tonight. Third round of the FA Youth Cup. Everton have won this tournament 3 times. Fulham have only ever been in the final once, and they lost it some 7 years ago. And we're underway at Goodison Park. Last season's FA Youth Cup run really was fabulous. So much entertainment, so much enjoyment from these young players. And there's one heading right for you, Snods.
It was heading for me. I was just going to bring it down and just volley it back in there, Daz.
Yeah, right into Harry Ross's garden. Throw in right-hand side for Fulham. Evan Tanton, the captain, throws it in short. Reece Welch, one of the experienced players in the Everton ranks. Everton bring it away. It's a little bit of over-excitement in the end from Jensen Metcalf, who was far better than that.
I watched him in the under-18 game against Blackburn, I think it was. That was a couple of weeks ago. Very, very impressive he was Jensen Metcalf.
He's got a goal in him.
Yeah, he scored
Jensen
that day
Metcalf
as well. Great finish it was.
The throw-in for Everton on this near side. We mentioned before, just saw the linesman in picture there, Snods, the match officials are also quite young, and it's a big occasion for them as well, isn't it? The linesman in front of us, who is just there, he is there just in your picture there, he's a very young boy, and it's a huge night for him, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and if they want to go on and referee in the Premier League or the Football League, they'll have done a few games at schoolboy level and stuff like that, and it's a big game here at Goodison, FA Youth Cup, and yeah, big evening for all 3 of them.
Good luck to them. A bit of sloppy play, just conceding a throw in there for Everton, and Samuel Smith can't keep the ball in, so it'll be a throw in again for Fulham. Did well there.
Yeah, he did do well there. We're shoulders to shoulders charge. The official down this right hand side got it right. It wasn't a free kick, but Charlie did well to. It started by Jensen, who played the ball out there, and 2 great passes, and then Mills has got down that right hand side. He's got bags of pace.
He's an aggressive mover.
Yeah,
as well,
he is. He's a good mover, and he's whipped a great ball in. We only had one in the box, but as he's whipped it in there, the defender's done well to cut it out. But what a counter attack that was!
First corner of the evening goes Everton's way at Goodison Park. Drilled in low towards Katia Kayate, but he couldn't make anything of it, and not sure about that corner, Snods.
No, I don't know if they've been working on it in the on the training ground, but it was a ball driven to the 18-yard box, and I'd rather see it put in by the penalty spot.
It's a regular bone of contention of ours, isn't it, at first team level?
Yeah, we're always moaning, aren't we, Daz?
Get the corner in the box, for goodness sake. There's Alex Borto, the Fulham goalkeeper. Nice composure from him. Mark Pembridge's no longer with the Fulham Academy. He was a few years at Fulham, but he left in October. Here comes Mills again. Again, that powerful running style of his. He's away again. It's a good challenge and it comes off Mills, but I say it was a good challenge, but the linesman on the far side is indicating that's a free kick, Snods.
Yeah, it looked a good challenge, but do you know what Mills must be thinking now, Daz? He's had it twice.
Yeah.
I've got the beating of this fullback with my pace alone.
Yeah.
So when he gets the ball out, he doesn't need to do any tricks. He just needs to knock the ball and go.
There's a great view of this one, Snods.
Yeah, he didn't get near the ball, did he? That was a free kick.
Kick.
Yeah. Mills must be just thinking, give me the ball and I'm going to run this fullback.
Free kick on the right hand side. Isaac Price will put it into the danger zone. Whittaker, Kuyate, Welsh is forward. Eli Campbell's in there as well. Just coming up to 5 minutes on the clock. Price, that's better. Headed wide by Eli Campbell.
Yeah, we'll just be behind Eli, to be honest. It was just curling away from him. He couldn't get on it to direct it on goal.
Been at Everton since he was 13 years of age. Eli Campbell, regular in the under-23s. Long ball forward, looking for Tanton on this right-hand side. But Samuel Smith is there for Everton, and he's done well. He's won a throw-in for the Toffees. 15 years of age, wonderful, wonderful experience for him this evening.
15 does, yeah. Brilliant. Hopefully many good years ahead of him in a blue shirt.
FA Youth Cup action at Goodison Park. The win against Manchester City really was one of the highlights of the season for the whole club last season. And we had a few. First team winning at Anfield and Arsenal and Tottenham. But the 97th minute winner from Luke Butterfield in this competition was absolutely special. It was all a bit congested and the linesman didn't spot the infringement, but thankfully the referee did. When you look at the Everton lineup, Snods, it was a transitional season last year for our under-23s because they were so young, but they've got a season of 23 football behind them. There is no reason why these boys can't go far in this competition.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm sure David Unsworth will be thinking that as well. I know Tatey's officially the coach of the 18s, but David Unsworth had a lot of these boys for the last season and a half now, so he must be thinking,
look at that for a ball. Look at that for a ball from Charlie Whittaker to Stanley Mills. A lot of the players going down that left-hand side, right-hand side, sorry, and on that occasion it doesn't quite work out for Everton, and the ball's out of play. It's going to be a throw-in for the Toffees.
Yeah, I think if we just keep hold of possession, great ball from Charlie Whittaker there to put Stanley Mills in yet again.
That was as if Charlie was listening to you, because all he did really was punt it into space, where Stanley can run into.
At times, all right, when Stanley Mills comes off to get to feet, yeah, give it him. But most of the time, just hit the space in behind.
Eli Campbell. Great play in the end. Heart in the mouth stuff, but really good play. Charlie Whittaker, lovely turn by Charlie Whittaker. There you go, there's the ball to Stanley Mills on that right-hand side, and this time he gets the cross wrong and he knows it. He berates himself, but Everton on top here.
Yeah, great little first touch, Whittaker there. Ball just played into him. He's drifted, took it away from his marker. Played Stanley Mills in. Weren't the best of crossers, I'm sure he knows that. He'll be expecting better, but he could be the boy to win us the game this evening.
0-0. 8 minutes gone at Goodison Park. Matty Mallon intercepts a sloppy pass from the back from Harvey Araujo. Campbell to Samuel Smith, and he plays it back to Patrick Nash. Big night for him, Snods. It's his first taste of Goodison Park, recent signing from Reading.
Yeah, I was looking to him in the wall. It doesn't look the biggest, but I tell you what, he ain't half agile as.
He can leap, can't he?
He can leap. Good pair of hands.
Samuel Smith. Back it goes to Price. Nonchalantly flicks it in field to Jensen Metcalf. Reece Welsh provides a little bit of width by moving forward from defence. Plays it to that right-hand side to Matty Mallon. In field to Price again. Good possession football this from Everton. Mills, good control on the edge of the penalty area, good footwork as well by Stanley Mills. He looks up for it tonight, tries to get past his marker again. Oh, he's been brought down there, and well, I thought he'd been brought down.
Tell you what, I'd like to see that again.
Yeah, the referee was play on him.
He's having a look at the referee.
Thankfully, no VAR at this level, but here we go at the replay, Snods. Not sure he gets much of the ball.
Is it outside the box
could be,
as well?
yeah, it could be a wee bit outside the penalty area, but he's got away with one there, the Cottagers. Campbell to Isaac Price, plenty of space for Reece Welch.
Tell you what, we look comfortable, Daz. I know there's only 10 minutes of this game goes, but
confidence as well,
yeah,
don't we?
the movement's good. Everybody's wanting the ball, especially the boys in the middle of the park.
Good control by Jensen Metcalf. Mills again, looking for Metcalf again. Have to cross early or win the corner, and he does the latter and wins the corner.
But Daz, look how many we've got outside the box. They're only Charlie Whittaker in there waiting. I want to see bodies getting in there. When you know you're getting down the outside, try and get a midfield player in there up in support.
Here's that instance against Snods. Just a touch on the ball, doesn't he? The slightest of touches on the ball. Corner kick for Everton. Eli Campbell headed the last one into the park end. Jensen Metcalf will take this with his right foot. Pings it into the penalty area. It's a decent one. It's headed over this time by Charlie Whittaker. There would have been some questions asked in the Fulham defence if Charlie Whittaker had bulleted one into the back of the net.
He certainly would.
Sheffield United or Millwall at home await the winners of this tie, and although there's still 79 minutes to go, I must point out that if required we'll have a period of extra time, and if required after that a penalty shootout. But from the way the first 11.5 minutes have gone, Snods, I'm reasonably confident here.
I'm very confident, and
well, we don't like to say that.
We don't, but I think the boys have started really, really well.
They really have. Passed the ball well, and as you say, the movement, there's always somebody available.
The rain's coming down, Daz.
It's rained on and off, intermittently, shall we say, on Merseyside all afternoon. No game at the weekend for the under-18s. The last outing, as we saw in the preview show, was Manchester United on the 4th of December, ended in a 3-0 win. Leighton Baines deep in conversation with Paul Tate. Good to see Bainesy coaching at this level, Snobs.
Brilliant. Wow, must be great for the boys to have him around the training ground as well, and listening to him and the experience that he's got at first team level, at international level.
It's a bit scrappy in the middle of the park, but it breaks for Jalen Wildbohr, and Jalen Wildbohr takes an early shot. But Samuel Smith tidies up and uses the ball well. Oh, clever pass by Charlie Whittaker. Isaac Price looking for Katia Kayate. It's the first chance that Kayate's had to get himself on the ball. And has he won a corner for Everton? No, he hasn't. It's a goal kick. And I thought it was a goal kick.
Yeah, I thought it was more of a foul than a corner kick does, if we were going to give it our way. But yeah.
Referee gave himself some thinking time, didn't he?
He did.
Point immediately.
Layoff of Charlie Whittaker there with his chest.
Paul Tate will be delighted, won't he?
I'm sure he will. Sure he will. We just, for all our good play, we just need a couple of efforts on goal.
That's the thing in football, isn't it? You can have all the dominance in the world, you can have all the territorial advantage, but you've got to score when you're on top.
Yeah, you have.
Because you would think that these at some point, Snods, will have their moments.
I think our goals will come from either Whittaker or Mills, if I'm being perfectly honest.
Nice that layoff. Here's Jensen Metcalf for Everton. Can he slide it through? Oh, Kayate went to make a run and then checked, and Jensen Metcalf, I don't think Kayate would have caught it even if he made the run. It was over.
Would have won. He'd gone and overlapped. He loves getting forward, does Matty, on that right hand side. And I think Jensen should have just waited a little bit and just played it to the right hand side.
How old were you when you played in the FA Youth Cup, Snods?
I was 16, just 16, Daz. I was. I only played once because I was involved in the first team then.
Yeah.
So I only played the 1 year.
Decent run?
No. No, we weren't out first rounder.
So you only ever played one game in
Yeah.
the FA Youth Cup.
Yeah.
Here come Fulham with Charlie Robinson. Be a free kick, surely. A little bit of over-exuberance from Luc de Fougerolles. It really is teeming down here now at Goodison Park. That'll put a little bit of zip into the play. The time your passes a little bit better, haven't you?
Yeah, you have, but it's great. Conditions. You talk to any ex-player that's played the game, they always say, love playing in the rain. The wind's the one. You don't like the wind, but yeah, a bit of rain, bit of zip.
Samuel Smith did well there because Eli Campbell sold him short, and he wants a free kick and he's going to get one. It's like, well, doesn't lack confidence, the boy, does he?
Doesn't. 15-year-old.
Free kick. I've got suits in the house.
What else?
I've got suits in the house older than that.
I know, you usually got them on.
Malin forward to Jensen Metcalf. Metcalf wide to Stanley Mills. Back to Metcalf again. Now can Metcalf get the ball into the penalty area? Takes a touch, keeps the ball under control. Has to go back to Stanley Mills. Mills then goes back to Malin. Here's Luke Butterfield. Sweeps it wide to Ishii Samuel-Smith. Campbell. Didn't make the best of that, did we?
No, we didn't. We're back in our own half now, Daz, after having it up there, up by the 18-yard box, and then we give it away.
Luke Harris for Fulham. Challenged by Matty Mallon. Looks pleadingly towards the referee.
I tell you what, the two Fulham strikers that were in the box there appealing to the referee. Look.
It was an untidy challenge, wasn't it, from
he's
Matty?
convinced the striker that
Luke Harris on that left-hand side, the Welsh boy, takes on Matty Mallon. Not a great deal in it, is there?
no.
Good challenge from Isaac Price. Robinson, here comes the wind. That'll reach Kouyaté. Nice little pirouette by Kouyaté. Got Charlie Whittaker alongside him. Plays it to Charlie Whittaker. Tries to take it with all lovely footwork. Charlie Whittaker curls it towards goal. Good save by the goalkeeper.
Started the game well, Charlie Whittaker.
It's a save the goalkeeper would expect to make, but it was a lovely bit of footwork by Charlie to get the opportunity for himself. We should see it now, Snods.
Yeah, it was. Just gets it in on his right foot, comes inside, and then just tries curling one into the far corner. Comfortable save for the keeper, but again, good play from our boys.
Yep, it's been a good opening 17.5 minutes for Everton. FA Youth Cup third round action. Sheffield United or Millwall await the winners. It's still 0-0. Patrick Nash. Low trajectory, but it's a great ball to Kouyaté. He's been watching Jordan Pickford.
I was just about to say that.
Here's Isaac Price leading the charge for Everton. Price slides it to Whittaker. Whittaker, can he get a shot away? Brings it in field, can't get a shot away. Plays it back to Metcalf, low effort. Again, a comfortable save for the goalkeeper, but it's coming.
Yeah,
Snods,
we're
it's
on
coming.
top, we're playing well, we're playing with bags of confidence. Midfield players starting to run with the ball, then pass it. Charlie Whittaker looks lively. Isaac Price looks lively.
Mallon nods it on. Jensen Metcalf couldn't take it with him on that occasion. And we could Languedoc. It'll be a throw in for Everton on the right hand side. Metcalf did well to control that. Fizzed that in from Isaac Price. There's Campbell. Charlie Whittaker. Chips it wide. What a ball that is. Oh, Stanley Mills. Nice take. Brings it in field. Mills lays it off. Good save by the goalkeeper. Shot by Isaac Price. Follow-up effort is blasted well wide. In fact, so far wide, it's gone out for a throw-in. But I'm enjoying this. Some good football.
Great, some great football. It really is. Good save by the keeper. Parried it away, but
Charlie's full of it, isn't he?
Whittaker
Full of
again,
it tonight.
great ball. Mills, I told you, he can get in all evening. He's just laid it off, and it's a good strike.
Yeah, it is.
It's a good save.
Charlie Whittaker. Pinpoint accuracy. Here's Samuel Smith. Another good ball by him. Charlie Whittaker to Kayate. Turns into a little bit of a cul-de-sac of black jerseys and just couldn't feed the ball wide to Isha Samuels Smith. But your only slight worry is that we haven't scored for all of, a quarter of the way through the game almost, and we've been totally dominant. Yes, this was a good effort, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a great effort. Isaac Price there, doing what all good midfield players do.
Charlie Whittaker, good bit of skill by Whittaker. Kayate onside, and over hits the cross. And as it goes, goal kick.
Yeah, you just got to relax there. Just keep the ball, or knock a better ball if you could into the box. But I'm pleased. I said I thought the midfield would win the game for us, and I just think we're too strong in that department.
When you and I stood behind the goal at the Gladys Street and recorded our pre-match preview snods, you said that you were looking for somebody like Charlie Whittaker to get a grip of this game, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Well, as you mentioned it, he's been away with the first team to America. He's trained with them. He should be full of confidence playing against this age group, which is his own age group.
Romani Lankadok plays it back to Matt Dibley-Diaz. Some challenge comes in from Stanley Mills. He appeals for the throw-in, securing the knowledge that he wasn't going to get it. And still the rain falls on Goodison Park. Lankadok can't get there. Cleared by Butterfield. Robinson heads it back. It's hooked over his own shoulder by Fujo. Whittaker will chase that but won't get there before. Excuse me, Charlie Robinson. Tall, lanky figure of Robinson. Allowed to bring it forward. Romani Lankadok plays it in field. Here's the first opportunity for Fulham. It's a good save by the goalkeeper, but the follow-up is hammered into the back of the net, and wouldn't you know it, against the run of play, Ollie Sanderson has given the visitors a 1-0 lead. It's their first attempt on goal.
Can you believe that? It's the first ever, but it all started from Charlie Robinson, the centre-back from Fulham, carrying the ball. I thought we should have closed him down. It's a decent effort. Keeper's done well. He's at full strength. Just couldn't react quick enough to get the... But our defenders never react quick enough to it. Their strikers, Fulham strikers, reacted a lot quicker than we did. But that all came from Charlie Robinson, as I said, the Fulham centre-back, advancing about 30-40 yards without anybody confronting him or making a tackle.
Ollie Sanderson.
We certainly didn't deserve that, but...
That's all. It's cup football, Snods, isn't it? You pays your money, you take your chances. Ollie Sanderson, an early birthday present. He's 18 in a couple of weeks, and he has prodded Fulham into a totally undeserved lead, but a lead nonetheless. Now, what have you got in the locker, Everton? Kasia Kayate has won a corner kick, has he, for Everton? No, he's not. Goal kick again. But just delayed a little bit before picking up possession.
Too casual. It was a decent ball to him, and if he'd have sprinted out there, guys.
There's Charlie Robinson.
This is where it is. We allow him. No tackle on him. He's gone 30 yards there, Daz.
Yeah. Don't lay a glove on him, do it.
Somebody's got to get a foot in there.
Lankadok then played it in field. It was a decent shot by Luke Harris. Decent parry by the goalkeeper. Couldn't have done much more, could he, Patrick Nash?
No, he was at full length.
.5 minutes gone. Can you believe it? Everton 0, Fulham 1. FA Youth Cup.
After having all the possession, a couple of efforts on goal.
Sometimes you can be playing a little bit too well and get a little bit too overconfident, can't you? You think it's just a matter of time, but you've still got to work at it. Now here they come again, Fulham. Cross comes Eli Campbell. Great challenge.
Yeah, great tackle.
Harris. Cross comes Butterfield. And, well, they'll be buoyed by that, Fulham.
Yeah,
They'll think, listen, if we're 1-0 up after being on the back foot for 20 minutes, think what we can do if we take the game to them.
They'll be absolutely delighted.
Up until then, Snods, we'd looked okay defensively, hadn't we?
Yeah, we'd solid. They're on a playing one up front as well, and we've looked so comfortable, and they've never really threatened us until that moment.
Throw in right hand side for Fulham. Devon Tanton. American boy, born in San Antonio in Texas. Hooked away by Isaac Price, and he chases down his own little hook, but he can't find Katia Kuyate. I hope this doesn't knock us out of our stride, Snods, because we were playing well enough.
I wouldn't like to think so. I think we've got enough good players on that pitch to think, come on, let's get it right. All right, we've gone one down. There's plenty of time. We can get back into this game. Let's just play as football. Patrick Nash, the goalkeeper. FA Youth Cup debut, Goodison Park debut. Not had a great deal to do in the opening 20 minutes or so. Do it quicker.
There's Nash again. Patrick Nash. Named after Pat Jennings, apparently. Samuel Smith. Back again to Eli Campbell. Forward to Charlie Whittaker. Whittaker brings it forward. Can he find the killer pass? He looks for Mills. Good take by Mills. Mills brings it in field. Metcalf takes over. Good shot, Metcalf. Good save by the goalkeeper. But I tell you what, talk about slow, quick, slow. It was from the back in a blink of an eye.
Yeah, we were playing it back from keeper to centre-back, keeper to back centre-back. But then once we got it forward, again Whittaker, great ball out to Mills. Mills again. And then
good effort.
A great strike.
Just got to keep playing the football.
Yeah, we have. Believe in yourselves, and I'm sure they do.
Fulham have offered no threat whatsoever other than the goal. Fulham, by the way, do not concede many goals at under 18 level. Their defensive record is quite good. Campbell, Kuyate comes away from this centre forward position, but is dispossessed rather too easily.
It's got to be stronger again. Than that.
Wild ball. Infield to Harris. Harris looking for the run of Languedoc. The 17-year-old midfield player couldn't get on the end of it.
It's not a difficult ball. It's a ball rolled up to him with good pace as well. He's got to get hold of it, the centre forward, and just bring midfield players into it. But first and foremost, don't look to go anywhere. Keep your eye on the ball and then just lay it off.
Butterfield thumps it forward, flicked on by Kuyate. Stanley Mills has to check his run, but he still gets there before Frugeron. Kuyate couldn't take the ball with him. W. Diaz brings it away, slides it towards Luke Harris. Luke Harris is fouled by Luke Butterfield. Just a little bit of over-eagerness from Butterfield.
Yeah, Luke thought he could just nip that round the outside. The boy got a touch, resulted in a free kick.
There's Robinson. Win it back. Metcalf, seen a lot of the ball, and he's been productive as well. That would be a free kick. Harvey Araujo, foul on Jensen Metcalf. Free kick for Everton. Nice to restore parity before half time.
Yeah, I would like to think so.
Mills, is this the moment? No, foot in. And then despite slipping, Matt Dibley-Diaz has time to get back on his feet and bring the ball forward. Plays it to Tanton. Charlie Whittaker with the challenge. The bounce, the arrogance has gone out of our play a little bit, Snods.
Yeah, it has a little bit. The boys will be a little bit deflated, but yeah, as you say, it's cup football. If they want to progress in this competition. They've got to pick themselves up. They've got to realise that they are the better team. They have played the better football, and they get back into this game.
Tanton just drops it in short. Little foot in from Charlie Whittaker. Chiarte gets there before Xavier Benjamin, but Benjamin comes back for more, wins it, and fouls Katia Chiarte. Free kick for Everton. There's Reece Welch. Scored 1 goal for the 23s this season. Never goal from anyone now before half time. He's just out muscled and
got to be quicker there, Reece.
Yeah. Luke Harris nutmegs Isaac Price. Here comes Harris. Wide on the left-hand side, the goal scorer Sanderson. He had the chance to cross it, but he opts to play it back to Fougerolles. Fougerolles in field to Dibley Diaz. Now it's with Xavier Benjamin for Fulham. Tanton screaming for it on this near side. Takes it in his stride. Whittaker's challenge isn't strong enough. Cross comes in from Tanton, headed away by Eli Campbell, and all of a sudden, from Everton looking totally comfortable, we've got a cup tie on our hands.
Yeah, it just shows that Fulham are growing in confidence, and when they're getting forward, they're thinking, come on, we can get at this Everton back foot.
Luke Butterfield switches it to this near side to Ishi Samuels-Smith. Eli Campbell. Half an hour gone. Campbell just can't reach Stanley Mills, but the Everton winger does get there eventually, and then he's fouled. The linesman and the referee in complete agreement.
Could be a booking for the young left back of Fulham as well.
Luke de Fougerolles. Is that what you mean?
I think it was him, yeah.
There he is. And well called, Snod, because it looks like the referee is going to go to his notebook. The referee's going to say name. When he tells him, he'll say, don't do it again. Now then, we haven't made the best of our set pieces thus far, Snods.
Well, it's a great opportunity on the corner of the 18-yard box. The centre-backs have gone up there. It's going to be a decent delivery.
First yellow card of the night goes to Luke de Fougerolles. Stanley Mills hobbles away. Can Everton hit back in the Goodison Park teeming rain?
Jensen going to take the free kick, either him or Isaac Price.
Yep.
Yeah, it's Isaac Price.
Whittaker waits, Chiarte's in there, Eli Campbell's in there, Reece Welch as well, Stan Mills, who still looks a little bit hindered by that challenge from de Fougerolles. Isaac Price, he's belting down now. You can hear this banging on the roof of the upper Bullens here. Going to come from Price, low, headed away. Picked up by Mills, and he tries to crack it back but slices it completely. It's headed away, picked up by Mills again, slices it for a second time. Wouldn't drop for Charlie Whittaker, and Fulham can get it away.
Yeah, we had a great opportunity there, but weren't the greatest balled in by Isaac Price, and then Mills again just sliced the ball when they came out to him. Never put it in with really any conviction.
Weather's horrific, by the way. Katia Chiarte dispossessed, nobody inside the penalty area for Everton. It's hacked to safety by Fulham. Everton win it back. Nice little turn by Butterfield, stabs it forward, but just the wrong side of Charlie Whittaker, and Charlie Robinson tidies up. That's a good first time ball by Dibley Diaz to pick out his skipper Devon Tanton on this near side. Good foot in by Samuels-Smith. Here's Eli Campbell to Metcalf. Good turn by Metcalf. Good play by Jensen Metcalf. Plays it wide to Isaac Price. Price brings the ball in field. Switches the play towards Mills. Just headed away by de Fougerolles. Lankwood can bring it away, but he gives it straight to Luke Butterfield. Everton are pressing here. Malin, Mills, Metcalf. Thought about a shot momentarily, then lays it off to Isaac Price, and Everton will have to start again. Campbell, they're looking for Stanley Mills at every opportunity, or Matty Malin. On that occasion, couldn't find either of them. And the ball bounces out of play, and there'll be a throw-in on the left-hand side for Fulham. As you can see, coming up to 34 minutes gone, Everton 0, Fulham 1.
Yeah, I think there'll be a sense of frustration amongst our boys and the coaching staff as well, because they realise that they are the better team. They have got better players, I think they have. And I know we're biased, but I think we've got better players than Fulham, I really do.
Well, we've played better Snods,
yeah,
haven't we?
we have. We've played some good stuff, and you're finding yourself 1-0 down.
Nash. Short ball to Welsh. Curls it forward. Kayate, I think, was coming back from an offside position. Well, the last time we were here at Goodison Snods, you and I, one of the highlights of the for a good few years, wasn't it, the Arsenal game?
Ah, fantastic. The winning goal, the reaction from everybody when Richarlison's 2 goals were disallowed for the VAR.
We couldn't speak for a few seconds. The sheer frustration, could we, when the second one was disallowed? All's well that ends well. Came from behind to win that game, and Everton need to come from behind if we are to win this FA Youth Cup tie. To go out in the 3rd round to Fulham here at Goodison Park would be a massive, massive disappointment. Good ball from Arjo, but a great deal of Tanton could do with it, and Samuel Smith takes over for Everton. Show maturity well beyond his years tonight so far. Eli Campbell plays it back to Nash, and you can just see the spray, the water bouncing off the turf, and Nash has just rushed his clearance and booted it out of play, and we've just got to get our composure back.
There was no need to rush that, to be quite honest. There was nobody putting him under pressure. Could have actually brought it out of his box and played from there.
What Everton mustn't do is concede the second one, and here come Fulham again. Left hand side of the penalty area, a real chance. Good save, near post. Not sure that Languedoc took the right decision there.
Thankfully he did take that decision, and got in too easily again there. Could have found herself 2-0 down, then we would have been up against it.
We're 2-0 down against Wigan Athletic at this stage last season, and again it was in teeming down rain at Southport. You may remember, Snods. We came back to win that game by 3 goals to 2. Oh, Eli Campbell almost got caught. Throws his arms up because he had no options. Samuel Smith to Butterfield. Back again to Campbell. Isaac Price makes himself available, but takes his eye off the ball, and Javier Rajo takes over. Languedoc, Lefugirol, Mills, Isaac Price rather, just couldn't take it with him. You said you like playing in rain, but it's probably been a little bit too heavy, Snods, hasn't it?
Absolutely booking it.
Torrential. Matty Mallon played it all the way back to Reece Welch, and Everton have got 8 minutes plus whatever Mr Mitchell wants to add on.
I know at times you've got to keep the ball. Keep it at times for the sake of keeping it. It was where the ball just landed there to Mills, and it ends up back with our keeper within 3 or 4 passes. I think first and foremost you've got to look forward. If it isn't on, then that's the last option. Play it back. But your first reaction is get your head up. Can I play forward?
That was also another example of a point you made earlier in the game, Snods. The ball was hanging in the air from the goalkeeper. If Mills won it, it was only going one way. Yeah. And there was nobody there on the end of it.
No, that's right. You've got to anticipate that as a midfield player. When the ball goes in the air, you're thinking, I'm going to take a chance here. We could win this. I could get in. It's very rare now you see midfield players running beyond your strikers.
Yeah.
They all just want to sit in there and play and look pretty and that. The art of a midfield player now and again is getting forward, getting in support of your striker, getting beyond your striker.
Kiarte could get on the end of this. Well, he blocks the clearance from the goalkeeper, but the goalkeeper gets really fortunate, so the ball spins away off Katia Kiarte, and will be a throw-in for Fulham. Just off camera, Paul Tate was barking some instructions there, and from his movements, it seemed to me as if he was saying, "Get the ball forward quicker." Good challenge now. Charlie Whittaker slips, regains his footing, but Tanton takes it off him. Curls it forward towards Languedoc. Imani Languedoc picks it up on that far side. Welsh goes across to stop him in his tracks. Languedoc, he's a low centre of gravity, but good challenge by Welsh. Metcalf back to Mallon, forward to Price, back to Matty Mallon again. But again, just such a reluctance to boot the ball forward.
Yeah.
If you're under pressure, there's nothing wrong with.
Of course, you're in and
lashing
around your
it forward.
18-yard box. You're getting pressurised by the Fulham midfield players, the strikers. They're not letting you out. Now and again, you've just got to clear your lines.
Throw in for Fulham. Everton have much the better of the opening 45 minutes and so annoyingly find ourselves a goal down and having to defend now. A free kick given for handball. Charlie Robinson, the tall figure of Charlie Robinson from the back, goes forward. Harvey Araujo as well is going forward. Robinson was the creator-in-chief of the Fulham goal. Devon Tanton, the boy from Texas, will swing this free kick in. It's actually Matt Diaz, sorry, on the far side, the number 10, and it comes into the penalty area, headed away by Samuel Smith, and he had to head it away as well. It's a corner kick, and has the keeper got to come for them, Snods?
He's not the biggest. He's Patrick Nash, our keeper, and I thought the left full-back, he did. Samuel Smith, he did exceptionally well there at the back post.
Had to be strong, had to watch the ball all the way. But Everton have got more defending to do. Corner kick. Matt Diaz, born in New Zealand, takes the free kick, the corner kick. It's decent, headed goalwards, and he's there again to clear it off the line. Is she Samuel Smith?
Yeah, I think it was just fractionally going wide, but he wasn't to know that.
No.
He's doing his defensive duties on the post. It's a decent header, to be quite honest.
It is, yeah. Gets a bit of power on it, doesn't he? Couldn't take any chances whatsoever, the young man.
Not at all.
Another corner comes in, near post. Robinson is there across the face of the goal. It could have gone anywhere. Everton bring it away. Katia Kiyate, nothing wrong with that, just get rid of it. But Everton are bending here.
Yeah, we were quite fortunate to get away with that.
That might hold up. It's cleared by Alex Borto. Another American in the Fulham ranks, born in New Jersey, signed a professional contract in April of this year, Alex Borto. And he is a big unit. Patrick Nash. Great ball. Samuel Smith. Back to Campbell. Scoops it forward towards Kiyate. Kiyate will get the second ball. Takes it in his stride.
It's a free kick.
It's a free kick, yep.
Yeah, he's pulling at his shirt there. Referee was on it. He was only a couple of yards away. Right decision.
Butterfield. Price. Welsh. Take it again, says the referee. Campbell wide to Samuel Smith. Flicked forward by Whittaker. Collected by Kiyate. And Kiyate gets something from this now. Good foot in though by Samuel Smith. Good footwork by Katia Kiyate. Does really well, Kiyate. Decent ball into the penalty area. Whittaker with the chance. Oh. Mills with the chance. Cleared away by Fulham. Guided back by Butterfield. Metcalf. It's just not falling our way, is it? Metcalf creates the space. Saved by the goalkeeper. And then it's cleared by Fougerolles.
Opportunities there. Great ball fizzed across the box there. Could have gone anywhere. We just wouldn't drop to us kindly in and around that 6-yard box, but I honestly can't believe we're losing 1-0, to be fair.
Might not be losing for long. Isaac Price, Whittaker, lovely turn by Whittaker. Oh, he's put it wide. He did the hard bit. It was a lovely spin by Whittaker.
What a great turn.
Had to take it with his, looked like his wrong foot, and it's just gone wide. And you can see the frustration on his face.
Watch this for a bit of skill, Daz, in the box. What a great turn. Oh. Yeah, he's gone with his right foot. He's falling away. He had to. He had to improvise, Daz, in and around the box there. But what a bit of skill this is. Oh, how close is that?
Everton do not deserve to be in arrears here, but we are. Borto takes the goal kick. Mallon climbs high, volleyed away by Welsh. Fougerolles can't see the ball out of play. It's picked up by Mills. That'll be a throw in for Everton.
Linesman on the far side had no idea
No,
what ball it was.
Not a clue yet.
3 yards away.
Yeah, had to wait for the referee. Lovely turn by Metcalf, but he just gets his pocket picked by Dibley Diaz. Dibley Diaz plays it forward, looking for Wild Boar. Wild Boar picks it up and then scoops it forward to Luke Harris. Harris takes on Samuel Smith. But Samuel Smith stands his ground and wins it back for Everton.
I tell you, I like this boy. Say he's only 15. Looks very, very composed.
Doesn't he just? Doesn't look overawed by the surroundings, by the occasion. Mills, good header in field. Metcalf, good take, good bit of skill as well, but he's blocked by Harvey Araujo. And Harvey
he knew
Araujo,
what he was doing as well. The referee has got to see that. He's got to be in his notebook there. He's just blocked him.
A nice bit of skill from Jensen Metcalf, wasn't it?
We've just seen this replay here, Daz. It's a great ball, fizzed across the 6-yard box there. Could have landed anywhere. Charlie's had an effort on goal. It just wouldn't drop for us right.
I think Charlie Whittaker might go for goal here. The referee does indeed take the name of Harvey Araujo, joined from Brentford. There's a couple of ex-Brentford players in the Fulham ranks who were picked up by the Cottagers when Brentford scrapped their academy. Just 1 minute of added time. So you would think Charlie Whittaker or Luke Butterfield or Jensen Metcalf will go for goal here.
Yeah, they've got to have a strike on goal. 1 minute.
And we've got to follow it up.
Plus it's in a position that you can't get a quality ball in there to deliver to the lads at the back post. It's got to be a strike on goal, and you're right, follow it in. The conditions, it could zip off the surface, keeper could spill it.
Charlie Whittaker was so unlucky, wasn't it?
You see Fulham's goal, how they reacted when they say we've got to be exactly the same. Hopefully when Charlie hits the target.
Here we go, Charlie Whittaker or Luke Butterfield. Whittaker over the wall, and it's a comfortable save for the goalkeeper, and that should be just about it. Not how we losing this.
I don't know. I feel disappointed for the boys, for the coaching staff.
You really cheated, don't you?
Yeah, you do. But the reality of it is, we're one down in a FA Youth Cup tie, and as it stands, we're going out, and we've been by far the better team.
Miscontrolled by Welsh, headed away by Samuel Smith. He's not 15 now. He's been terrific.
He's playing above his years, isn't he?
Terrific. There's the half-time whistle, fitting that this bit of skill from Charlie Whittaker should bring the half to an end. Charlie's probably been the pick of the players. Jensen Metcalf and Stanley Mills as well. Issue Samuel Smith. But when you look back at the end of the season over the FA Youth Cup, it will not say Everton played well but lost. It will just say Everton lost.
It will. And I'm sure the scouts from, or the clubs representing Millwall and Sheffield United will be here as well looking, and they'll be thinking the same. And I'm sure after that first 45 they'll be wanting, on the scheme of things, they'll be wanting Fulham to go through, because our boys have been the better team. But cup football, you need to get back in this game as quickly as possible come the second half.
Well, stick with us, because as always we've got some half-time entertainment for you. We've got a Bramley Moor Dock update, a new stadium update for you to enjoy, and we've also got the highlights of Everton's fabulous first-team victory against Arsenal. 2 pieces of film you won't want to miss, so hurry up, put the kettle on, get back in front of your screen. Stadium update, highlights of Everton Arsenal. Meanwhile, at Goodison Park in the FA Youth Cup third round, it's so far not so good. Everton 0, Fulham 1.
Siamo un'azienda a conduzione familiare da oltre 200 anni. Una storia, tanta volontà, condotta sempre da una famiglia. I salumi italiani sono i migliori al mondo perché valorizzano l'etica, la storia e la tradizione del grande artigianato italiano.
For this latest Bramley Moor Dock update, we are out in the middle of the River Mersey and it's quite windy. Now we're aboard the Shoalway, the dredger that's played such a massive part in the progress that's been made so far at Bramley Moor Dock. The Shoalway, a vessel from Limassol in Cyprus, has made 138 trips, some 20 miles or so, out into the Irish Sea to dredge up as much sand as it can carry. Then it brings it back down the river and it pumps it into Bramley Moor Dock. Andy, everything and everybody has got a role to play in the construction of the new stadium. We're on a vessel called the Fourth Jouster. What role does it play?
Okay, so the Fourth Jouster is essentially a service vessel in this operation. So it's a multi-cat vessel, but it's acting as a service vessel, and it provides a few roles for the Shoalway as it's coming in. So first of all, it will hook up to a wire on the end of the floating pipeline that's in the River Mersey. It will transfer that wire to the Shoalway dredging vessel, and the Shoalway will then hoist the wire the rest of the way up in order to connect the floating pipeline. Other roles it will also do is maintain a bit of a watching brief over the floating pipeline, if you like. It's in the river 24/7, so it'll carry out observations on the pipeline, and if there is any sign of any drag, any slight movement, it can hold against it and make sure that there's no excessive movement and that everything remains safe.
So it's playing an essential role, really, isn't it?
It certainly is. And in addition to that as well, obviously, it can transfer crew, from shore, from the terminal where we are now, over to the vessel. Engineers, if engineers are needed, or other items of equipment, then that can also be taken over to the Shoalway.
We're obviously docked at the moment, but we'll be setting off shortly. Does the Fourth Jouster have to wait here and time it nicely so that it meets the main vessel by Bramley Moor?
It certainly will. So the Shoalway will give the go-ahead to the Fourth Jouster once he's in his temporary mooring location in the river and he's secured, ready for connection. Then he will make that call to the Jouster, and then we'll head across.
Andy, the whole process of bringing the sand in and transferring it from the dredger to Bramley Moor sounds easy, but I'm sure it's not.
No, it's not. That's correct, Darren. Yeah. So there's a few different parts to it. So the first part is when the vessel actually arrives at the dredge lane out in the Irish Sea. On the side of the vessel, you'll see there's the huge big black pipe with what's called a drag head on the end of that. So that black pipe will then be lowered into the sea, but it'll also be extended at the same time until such point where the drag head is just hovering just above the seabed. On the drag head there are a series of high pressure water jets. Those will be activated, and that will act to loosen the sand and make it manageable then for the suction arm to essentially hoover that sand up and into the hopper of the vessel.
How much sand can it dredge up? Can the Shoalway dredge up on one visit?
So on this particular operation, each time we've been out to get a load of sand, we're talking in the region of roughly 3,200 cubic metres for every load.
And then it gets fluidised on board before it gets pumped through?
That's right. So once the sand water mixture has been essentially pumped up into the hopper well of the vessel, during transportation from the dredge area to site, that water that's been used to fluidise it for the first time will drain out during that 2.5 hour journey. Then, as we're sat back in the River Mersey now, that water needs to be taken back on board to almost refluidise that sand, and that refluidisation is needed to be able to pump it through the pipeline, the floating pipeline, over the river wall, and then into the dock.
We found a little bit of shelter from the wind here on the Shoalway. Is the Shoalway a 24/7 operation?
It is. It's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week operation. So there are two shifts of crew working on the vessel at any one time, and they will be operating 12-hour shifts. So when there will be a crew asleep as we're speaking now, whilst the other one are carrying on with the operation.
It really is a fascinating process, isn't it? And this is the net result.
The compacting process is underway. More than 450,000 cubic metres of sand has been dredged up from the Irish Sea, ferried down the River Mersey, fluidised in the way that we've just seen, and pumped into Bramley Moor Dock. And as soon as it's full, that's when the real work will begin.
Andros Townsend on free kick duty. Townsend steps up into Richarlison. Everton do lead. Perfect timing before the break. Are they deeming Richarlison to be offside here? And that is the case. The goal will be ruled out. What a huge disappointment for Everton. On by Xhaka for Lacazette, now Tierney. Got a look at the bobble there, and Odegaard has scored. Arsenal had a bit of fortune the way Tierney was able to deliver. It seemed to run away from him, but he got the ball into the box, puts it home. Allen. Oh, he's got it through to Doucouré. Doucouré might have a crack here. He uses Richarlison, big chance, big goal. Everton level. And here we go again, checking for a possible offside. Surely they can't rule this out. This is the finest of finest margins. Will he hit one? Left-footed effort blocked, picked up by Gray. He goes for goal off the crossbar, and Richarlison heads home this time. Surely this one counts. Third time lucky. Gomez for Damari Gray. Gray still, he'll have a crack at goal. Oh, Damari Gray wins it for Everton, surely. What a strike. A thunderbolt from Gray. A winner for Everton.
Well, one of the stars of last season's memorable FA Youth Cup run was Luke Butterfield. We caught up with Luke recently. You'll enjoy this nice little feature.
Really excited. I think it's going to be a good occasion for all of us, especially the first round of the Youth Cup. Want to get off to a good start, and at Goodison Park, hopefully we can get some fans down to watch us play.
The match is being played under the lights at Goodison. What will it mean for you to perform on that stage?
I don't think it gets any better for someone my age. I feel like there's no excuses regarding the pitch. I feel like we can just play our football, and it don't get much better than Goodison Park.
You were a big part of the team that reached the quarterfinals of last year's competition, scoring that fantastic late winner against Manchester City. When you look back at those scenes after the game and after your goal, what does that tell you about how much this competition means?
A lot. It showed with the celebrations after the Man City game that it means a lot to every single one of us, including all the staff at Everton, all the coaches, and hopefully we can do the same this year.
Thinking about that goal and reliving it in your mind, what sort of feelings do you get?
I've still not stopped watching it now. Hopefully I can do another moment like that this year.
And the team go into the game on the back of a very impressive 3-0 win against Manchester United. What's the feeling like in the camp?
Good, a lot of confidence, especially after that game. We've got experienced players from the 23s also coming back down to play as well, so should have a good variety of mix.
And you're coming up against another very good side in Fulham. You're having a good season themselves in the Southern Division of the Under-18 Premier League. What sort of test do you expect from them?
tough test. We've done our analysis. We see how they play. Look like a decent side, but I've got full confidence going into this game.
We are ready to start the second half here at Goodison Park. Somehow it's Everton 0, Fulham 1. Snods, what will Paul Tate have said to the players at half time?
I really don't know, because they've played exceptionally well. He'll just be asking for more efforts on goal. The keeper's done relatively well, the Fulham keeper, when balls have been struck at him, but they can't do any more than what they're doing, Daz. They need to get bodies into the box a bit more often, but have strikes on goal. And we've got a substitute on, Daz, as well.
Yep, Everton substitution. Francis Okoronkwo is on for Everton. Has he replaced? I'm sure who's a quick check through the lineups and see who is replaced.
It's a striker.
Is it Jensen Metcalf?
No,
Jensen Metcalf's on. Kiarte, Katia Kiarte is off.
It's a striker.
Okoronkwo is on. Big things expected of the boy, signed from Sunderland. Chance for him to show his worth. It's his Goodison Park debut. And Fulham have also made a switch as well, as they bring it forward with Jalen Wildbore. Stephen Parks is on for Fulham, and Luke de Fougerolles is the boy that's made way. He got a bit of a chasing from Stanley Mills in the first half, and he was on a yellow card.
Yeah,
to
it
Fuchsia
was.
Roll.
You can understand the change in that.
Stephen Parks has gone into the middle, and Harvey Aroju, who was also on a yellow card, is over now on this left-hand side. So, what a night this could be for Francis Okoronkwo. His first taste of Goodison Park under the lights. And we need a goal from someone from somewhere.
I just can't understand when the opposition get a free kick. Why don't we leave somebody up the field in case we do clear it, and then we've got half a chance of getting the ball. But everybody back, the ball gets cleared, and then we just invite pressure on again.
In comes the free kick, shooting chance, and it's just wide. It was Luke Harris. It was a snapshot. He caught it well enough.
I thought it was in. I thought it was in the bottom corner. I really did. You're right, it was a snapshot, decent ball put into the box. It weren't cleared properly, and it fell to the edge of the box. And first time,
it's flashed inches past Patrick Nash's post. We'll get a better view of it here, Snods, as Everton mess about at the back and unnecessarily concede the corner. Architects of our own downfall there. Eli Campbell looking at Patrick Nash. Patrick Nash looking back. Here's that snapshot again from Harris, Snods.
Yeah, it's he ain't getting that.
No.
Patrick Nash.
Corner kick for Fulham. Fulham are out of the traps quickly in this second half. Matt Dibley-Diaz. It's a poor kick actually, but Luke Harris is the first one to react. He's ballooned it high over the bar into the deserted Park stand, but concerning us.
Yeah, 2.5 minutes into the second half, and we could have found ourselves two goals down there.
Patrick Nash will take this goal kick. Eli Campbell and Reece Welcher there if he wants to play it short, but he drills it forward to Okoronkwo, who just slides the ball away. Mallon nutmegs Sanderson, who, as it stands, has scored the game's only goal. Nash feeds it wide to Samuel Smith over on the
he's
far
comfortable
side.
at his feet. He strikes a good ball.
Some player, lovely turn from Jensen Metcalf. He's had a good game so far, Metcalf. Commentator's curse.
Puts it
goes,
out.
yeah.
It was a good turn initially. Went to play with the outside of his right foot down the line. Unfortunately for him and for his colleague, it just drifted out of play.
Throw in for Fulham. Everton have got to somehow fashion a way back into this FA Youth Cup tie. Got to the quarter-finals last season after seeing off Wigan at Southport, Manchester City away famously, Chelsea away just as famously. Two terrific scalps, the two teams who have dominated the FA Youth Cup in recent years. In fact, the big guns have tended to monopolise the competition. I was looking today, Snods, one of either Liverpool, Manchester City, Manchester United, Chelsea have been, at least one of those teams has been in every final for the last 16 years. It's an astonishing stat. The mould has to be broken. The gap has to be reduced. Aston Villa, of course, are the holders. They beat Liverpool in the final last year. Fulham's only visit to the final came in 2014 when they lost a two-legged tie against Chelsea. Moussa Dembele was the star of the Fulham team that year. Matty Mallon. Back to Welsh. Mallon again. Tries to play the 1-2, then Isaac Price. Stanley Mills was always second favourite, and the pass from Price didn't do anyone any favours there, Snods.
No, it's a ball played into midfield. Isaac's tried playing it first time out to Stanley Mills on this right-hand side, and just didn't have enough pace.
Good header by Samuel Smith. Whittaker clattered. That looked like a free kick, and yes, it was. Unless he's given it for the second one.
Yeah, I think he's given it for the second one on Luke Butterfield.
What we mustn't do here, Snods, is panic. It's not the time to panic just yet. There's a long, long way to go.
Certainly, but I just fear that Fulham are liable to snatch another one. Then
it's time to panic.
It's tough work, yeah.
Price closed down by Dibley Diaz brings it away for Fulham. Looks to dissect the Everton defence and play it forward to Wildboar takes on Samuel Smith, looks for Luke Harris, but Isaac Price slides in and diverts the danger, and it's a throw in for Fulham.
Do you know what, he did ever so well there, Isaac Price, because he's deep, just under where we are, Daz, just over the halfway line there. He's lost the ball, but he's tracked his marker all the way back, and he's resulted in making a tackle in his own 18-yard box.
He's covered some ground tonight, Isaac, already, hasn't he? Squeezed away, then half volleyed high into the air by Butterfield. Quote unquote wins a throw in. But Samuel Smith will take. Drops it in short to Butterfield and gets it back. Here's Butterfield again. Bit of space for Welsh to run into. Carries the ball forward. Has a look up. Looking towards Whittaker. Whittaker does well to knock it down. Or quote unquote looking for Mills on this near side, but it's intercepted, and Stephen Parks, the substitute, guides it back to Borto. 52 minutes on the clock. Everton 0, Fulham 1. It shouldn't be, but it is. And Everton need to find a way back into this game. He just seems to be getting more and more impressive as she's Samuel Smith on the far side. He does,
the more you watch him, I don't think he's really... I think he made one mistake early on, and that's his lot.
June 2000. What were you doing in June 2006? That's when Samuel Smith was born. Throw it. There he is again. Quote unquote, gives it away. Hasn't kept the ball awfully well yet. The substitute just got to play his way into the game. Patrick Nash. Welsh back to Nash again. Metcalf. Just couldn't control it. Throw in.
We've not started as well this second half as we did at the beginning of the game.
There's Leighton Baines looking on. He'll be sharing the frustration that everybody feels. Probably won't be able to believe that Everton are a goal down, but yeah, you're right, Fulham have been a little bit sharper at the start of the second half, because the first 10-15 minutes of the first half was total control for Everton.
Yeah, it was. We started the game very, very well, and I'm sure Paul Tate would have been absolutely delighted. And even at half time, even though we were one down, I'm sure he was saying, come on, we can easily get back into this game, but we've got to play well, we've got to keep it tight as well defensively. We can't allow Fulham to go 2 up. But we just haven't started yet this second half, really.
Well, heads it out of play on this near side. Araujo will take the throw in for Fulham. Was a nudge in the back by Ollie Sanderson on Stanley Mills. Free kick for Everton. Eli Campbell. Whittaker. Nice play, nice turn again. Samuel Smith. Butterfield, Price, showed far too much of it to Dibley Diaz, and fortunately Welsh tied it up, and Price does infinitely better the second time of asking. Matty Mallon, Samuel Smith, Whittaker, just runs out of space, and the referee indicates that it's a head injury.
Yeah, Charlie just caught him as he the boy nipped in and got the ball. Charlie's arm just out, caught him. It wasn't much, but it was a free kick. The referee's got it right.
Even though we're a long way out, Fulham are going to take every opportunity just to take the sting out of any Everton momentum, aren't they?
And rightly so.
As long as they don't do it as badly as Arsenal tried to do it.
What was there like the other night?
Shocking, weren't they? Took gamesmanship to a whole new level, and it was such poetic justice that the winning goal came in added time. And what a goal! If you've not heard mine and Snod's commentary, get on the official Everton Twitter page. The amount of people who have said that it is now their ringtone on their phone. Some ingenious supporters have gone on Twitter and Instagram and put the commentary and the action to some interesting pieces of music. I must check, but when I checked the other day, 90,000 views it had.
Was there? We did go a bit mad, didn't we, guys?
When you consider that we were in the press box and there was 4 Arsenal staff sitting in front of us. Here's Sanderson. Chance for Fulham to get the ball into the penalty area, but the offside flag is up just as Jalen Wildbourne shapes across. Free kick for Everton.
Come on, boys. I know there's only 11 minutes gone of this second half, but we have got to up it if you want to advance in this competition.
Haven't tested the keeper as yet. The second period. Here's Whittaker. Good ball. Butterfield. Early layoff to Welsh. It's an easy pass, isn't it, Snods?
Yeah, Reece has got to move forward, just like their centre-half did.
Everton give it away again. The fluency has just vanished from Everton's game in this second half. Here comes Languedoc. Infield to Dibley Diaz. Dibley Diaz switches it to the far side, but he asked an awful lot. Oh, good play. Devon Tanton, the captain. Tell you what, he done well there, didn't he?
He did very well, because I thought that was going out of play.
He did well to keep it alive. Stephen Parks. Sanderson comes short, but Parks goes back to Charlie Robinson. Xavier Benjamin for Fulham. Matt Dibley Diaz. Good ball. Arajo. Dibley Diaz again, goes for goal, curls it, and it wasn't far wide either, by the way. Patrick Nash either misjudged that or had every confidence that it was going wide.
I was hoping there was a second one. I hope he was very, very confident that it was going wide, Daz, but I just think Paul Tate's got to have a look at this soon and think, I've got to go and play 2 because at the minute we're not getting anything.
It's not sticking, is it?
No, we're not getting anything. We're not responding. I think we need to play 2 up.
It hasn't happened for that young man yet.
5 or 10 minutes.
Francis Okoronkwo.
Yeah, if we don't have any joy, I definitely think we need to go with 2 up.
Good header by Mills. Price gets there first, but Languedoc plays it forward to Sanderson. He lays it off towards Harris. Reece Welsh comes across to sort it out. Under pressure, real pressure from Harris. Reece Welsh, but he does well. He gets there first, but he then gives it straight to Imani Languedoc, who curls the ball into the penalty area, punched away by Patrick Nash, and then gathered safely at the second attempt by the Everton goalkeeper. Yeah, we've got to up the ante here, Snots.
Yeah, we have. We've been very sloppy. We haven't really got into our stride this second half. Midfield have not got a grip of the game, which we had total control of the first 25 minutes or so.
Here's Butterfield. Sloppy ball again from Butterfield. Dibley Diaz, infield to Languedoc. Languedoc carries it forward, plays it back to Dibley Diaz. Everton are being stretched here again. Back towards Languedoc, edge of the penalty area. Real shooting chance. Wildbourne plays it across goal and it's cleared. Why didn't he shoot? I'm glad
they never, because they've opened us up quite easily there.
Whittaker. Can Everton open up Fulham? Whittaker slides a little reverse ball in. He's onside. Stanley Mills, there's the goal for Everton. Stanley Mills finds the back of the net. It was a lovely ball by Charlie Whittaker. Everybody looked to the right hand side to the linesman. He kept his flag down and Mills produced the finish, and Everton are level.
Yeah, I was looking across the line. I weren't sure whether we were offside, but if he hasn't, he's timed his run to perfection. It's a great ball from Whittaker. Are we going to see? We're not going to see the line, but it's a great ball. It's a great run in behind the 2 defenders, and it's a superb finish as well with his left
finish.
foot.
Here's the ball from Whittaker. It's a
No,
super ball.
I think he's timed his run to perfection. It's a great ball in behind, and it's a great finish. And just as we were thinking, we haven't started yet, we're right back in this game now.
Well, Fulham took the lead against the run of play, and I think it's fair to say that Everton have levelled against the run of play.
Yeah, because they had a great opportunity to have a strike on goal, Daz, and perhaps make it 2-0,
yeah.
and then within a minute we're down the other end and we've equalised.
Jalen Wildball will be thoroughly regretting the decision to try and square the ball instead of shooting for goal. Who did you say were going to be the key players tonight, Snods? Whittaker and Mills?
Yeah.
Lovely ball, lovely finish, game on. Now then, can Everton take confidence from that? Can Everton take the game to Fulham, reassert our authority? Mallon, can he keep it in? Yes, he can, on this right-hand side. Plays it in field to the man of the moment, Mills. Price, back to Reece Welch, back to Price again. Price finds Eli Campbell. Suddenly there's a spring in the step again.
Surely that's got to give us confidence to perhaps go on and win this game now.
Metcalf, good ball. Mills, nice control from him. Runs at the fullback. Ajoro. Mills, can he win a corner? Yes, he can. And Stanley Mills wants a free kick. Claims his shirt was tugged by Harvey Arajo. No, says the linesman. The best you're going to get is a corner. Here's another look at the goal. It's a super peach of a pass, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a great ball. It's a great run. The run's made it as well, because if you don't make that run, what has Charlie got on? He's got nothing. He's got nothing to it. But so Stanley Mills has made Charlie's mind up, because he's made a great run across the park, and it's a tremendous finish once he gets there.
Good composure from Stanley Mills. Isaac Price takes the corner kick, headed into the air by Okoronkwo. And it's well claimed by the huge Fulham goalkeeper, Alex Borto.
Yeah, he took it well.
1-1. Just a reminder, extra time, if needed, will be played, half an hour. And if that can't separate the two sides, it will go to penalty kicks. Nash. It's nobody in particular, that, from the young goalkeeper. Dibley Diaz plays it back to Arajo. Arajo sells Parks a little bit short, and he just has to lash it anyway. Matty Mallon thought that was going to go out of play, and eventually it does.
He just held up in the wind there.
Yep.
Matty thought he was just going to one bounce skid out of play, and it held up, you're right.
Got a game on our hands now, that's for sure. Can Everton press home and take this tie? Samuel Smith. Okoronkwo, good footwork by the big centre forward. Good play. Lays it off to Samuel Smith. Samuel Smith spots Mills at the back stick, but it's headed away by Arajo. This is looking a little bit more like it. Jensen Metcalf somehow gets across him. Mills wins a header. Mallon will keep it in. Keeps it alive. Chips it back across goal. Puts rather too much on it. Headed into the air by Tansen. Cleared by Harris. In goes Samuel Smith. There's a pace to this game now. Okoronkwo, lovely ball to Mallon. Infield to Price. First time layoff to Stanley Mills. Mills trying to get into the penalty area. Price is helping him out. Tries to win a corner with a little bit of intricate footwork, but tricked himself really, and it's a goal kick.
Yeah, they've lifted it though, Daz. The tempo of the game's a lot quicker now. They're starting to play into feet a lot quicker, support a lot quicker. That goal certainly come at the right time for our boys.
And there's Paul Tate. He'll be a lot more happy. David Lucas, the goalkeeping coach of the academy, alongside him. Here's Jensen Metcalf. Didn't see a great deal of Jensen Metcalf in the first 10 minutes or so of the second half, but he's starting to exert a little bit more influence, just as he did in the first half. As Fulham are about to ring the changes here. Not until Everton take the free kick. Metcalf. Samuel Smith. Back to Luke Butterfield. Again the diagonal, but he underhits that one. It's controlled by Imani Languedoc. Infield to Dibley Diaz. Fizzes the ball towards Harris. Still manages to take it in his stride. Lays it off to Sanderson. Sanderson to Languedoc again. Languedoc waits for a bit of support. Doesn't get any. Dibley Diaz gives it straight to Charlie Whittaker. Forward comes Whittaker, and that'll be a free kick and a yellow card. Matt Dibley-Diaz hooks Charlie Whittaker to the ground, and for the third time tonight, Mr. Martin Mitchell, the referee, reaches for his top pocket and waves a yellow card in the face of a Fulham player. Easy decision.
Yeah, Charlie Whittaker just picked the ball up and just set off running, and the Fulham boy had no chance of winning the ball, and he thought, well, I'll take one for the team here.
Yeah. Still waiting to make a substitution, Fulham. They're going to wait. Luke Butterfield will take this free kick. Matty Mallon on this near side was asking for it, but Everton go to the left, quote unquote. Looks like he's settling into the game now. Price. Butterfield, a little bit of space for Butterfield. Charlie Whittaker, Butterfield again. Metcalf looking for Mallon. Overhead back to Stanley Mills. Mills, shooting chance for Mills, takes a deflection and finds the back of the net, and Stanley Mills has done it again. And Everton lead by 2-1 and have really turned this game around.
Yeah, look what it means to the boys. All have gone to the Gladys Street end. I know there's no supporters in there, but it's the famous Gladys Street. Stanley Mills has scored twice now in that end, and it's a great reaction from the boys the last 10 minutes or so. They really have stepped it up. They really have intensified the pressure. They're playing a lot quicker. And did it get a little deflection? Don't care.
It did.
Don't care. 2-1.
Clever head back from Matty Mallon, and Stanley Mills. Bit of power.
Yeah, it's got a wicked deflection.
Finds the back of the net. Well, Jalen Wildbohr has been substituted for Fulham, and on comes Michael Olakibi.
Yeah, it's got a wicked deflection off Parks, the number 3, the substitute that came on the second half.
Jalen Wildbohr, the man who's gone off for Fulham, had he opted to shoot some 10 minutes ago, his team could have been out of sight.
Yeah.
Instead, they're behind.
It was a great opportunity.
Samuel Smith mistimes his jump.
It was a great opportunity to go 2 up, and you're right, within a minute we get down the other end and we equalise, and now, thankfully, 68 minutes into the game, we now find ourselves 2-1 in front.
Charlie Robinson. Samuel Smith is in there. Fulham will say that it's probably a wee bit against the run of play, but over the course of the opening 68 minutes, we deserve to be ahead.
Yeah, we do. Especially at first, before Fulham scored, I thought we were more dominant, better side, better football side.
Reece Welsh. Well, does well there, Reece Welsh. He took control of the situation. Mallon. Metcalf, great first time ball. Stanley Mills, away goes down this right hand side. Mills gets inside the penalty area. He's on a hat-trick, Stanley Mills. Plays it back. Good shot from Okoronkwo, and it's a good save by the goalkeeper.
That's brilliant play, that. Was it Metcalf? Metcalf put the initial ball in down this right hand side. It was a terrific ball by Jensen, and then Stanley Mills again is showing his pace, then his composure. Didn't rush things. He got into the near the edge of the box and then just squared it. It's a great ball in behind. Mills again, he's caused problems all for the Fulham left hand side, but he's done well here. A little composure. It's a great effort. It's a terrific save.
Good bit of football all round. Corner kick comes in. Powerful head away by Luke Harris. Stanley Mills has caused them trouble from the very first whistle, Snods, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. He's the lad that was over that far side the first half. He's come off, and he's having joy again against this other boy on this the Fulham left back.
Luke de Fougereau, do you mean?
Yeah, Luke, that's right.
Patrick Nash. He's asked an awful lot of Mallon. Mallon does well to win that. Okoronkwo just nudged out of it by Xavier Benjamin. And it'll be a free kick. And he's got better as time's gone on, Okoronkwo, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's bound to be taking a little bit to.
That was his effort.
It's a great effort.
Didn't do much wrong, did he?
No, not at all. But yeah, his first 10 minutes, he it's hard to get when you come on as a substitute to get straight into the game. And he gave the ball away a couple of times, but now he played a great half volley out here about 15 minutes ago. Pinged the ball out here, and he's now growing in confidence.
Jensen Metcalf, he's had a good game as well. Looking for Okoronkwo, not going to find him on that occasion. Alex Borto comes out and takes full control. Everton 2, Fulham 1, less than 20 minutes to go. Sheffield United or Millwall await the winners of tonight's tie in the 4th round. We'd love an FA Youth Cup run this season. We thoroughly enjoyed ourselves last season. I went to every game. I was fortunate enough to be in the commentary position for the win at Manchester City in the 97th minute, and then again at Chelsea in the next round when Sean McAllister scored a couple of goals. Fulham substitution, the captain has gone off, Devon Tanton, and he has been replaced by number 22, Delano McCoy-Splat. Delano McCoy-Splat is on. Okoronkwo, good turn by Okoronkwo, good power as well, good early shot, and a decent save by the goalkeeper.
Yeah, good little turn, good strike, but I know Jensen Metcalf had just made a run inside the box. He was hoping he was going to play him inside there.
Dibley Diaz takes the ball forward, good skill by Dibley Diaz, slides it wide to this left hand side. Arajo, deep ball into the penalty area. Olakibi the substitute to another substitute. McCoy-Splat, oh, good skill by Olakibi, and again chips it into the penalty area. Allen watches it, Mills watches it, then they both take their eye off the ball, and Fulham win it back again. Arajo plays it in field to Dibley Diaz, he chips the ball into the box, but Patrick Nash comes and grabs it safely. "17 minutes to go.
Just don't want to get careless playing around at the back and get caught with it.
He's easy on the eye, Jensen Metcalf, isn't he, when he's on the ball?
Yeah, he's confident.
Yeah. Good play again by Okoronkwo, but then the final pass doesn't find Charlie Whittaker.
Yeah, he just rushed it then. He just needed to compose himself.
Stephen Parks, Dibley Diaz, McCoy-Splat to Olakibi, Xavier Benjamin, low cross, deflection takes the sting out of it, it's hacked into the air by Eli Campbell, pushing the back there surely on Charlie Whittaker. Yes, says the referee, and that'll do us snods, take the sting out of things.
Can't believe McCoy-Splat then just did that. I really didn't. The referee stood 2 yards away.
No need for it, was there?
No, none at all, and he just took a little bit of pressure off there.
Unlucky Charlie Whittaker.
Do you know what? He slipped on the AstroTurf at the side of the pitch. Otherwise, it were a great bit of skill. Let it run through his legs, and he got the other side of it.
It's not just slippy AstroTurf either. It's quite a slope, isn't it, when you walk on that far side? We'll have some reaction for you on EvertonFC.com, by the way, from Paul Tate at the end of the game. And then myself and Graham Stewart will be in the commentary position on EvertonFC.com, radio commentary from Selhurst Park on Sunday afternoon when Everton first team go to South London looking to build on the recent victory against the North London side Arsenal. Another tough game, that Palace away.
It will be. It will be.
Looks comfortable with the ball at his feet, young Patrick Nash, the goalkeeper, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Whittaker. Okoronkwo tries the flick, wasn't really on, and it's cleared. Campbell, all the way back to Nash. Reece Welch. Okoronkwo gets the flick on. Can Whittaker get there? No, he just barges Xavier Benjamin in the back. He could have put him under a little bit of pressure
Yeah,
without barging him there,
Yeah, he
couldn't
could
he?
have just, you're right, because the boy's facing his own goal, just put him under a little bit of pressure. All he could do was knock it probably back to the keeper.
Mallon took a chance then. Dibley Diaz picks it up. As long as it's 2-1, Fulham will feel as if they're still in this game, Snods, won't they?
Yeah, and hopefully it will leave spaces there. Once Fulham start, the clock gets to 80 minutes and they're thinking we need to get back into this game. They start leaving spaces. Hopefully we'll exploit that.
McCoy Splat plays it wide to Xavier Benjamin. Back in field to Delano McCoy Splat. Crossed into the penalty area, headed away by Eli Campbell, volleyed high into the air by 2-goal Stanley Mills. Okoronkwo beaten in the air. Mills will have to chase down Arajo. Arajo gets there first and just steers it in field to Dibley Diaz. He's had a decent game, Matt Dibley Diaz. His grandfather played for Flamengo in Brazil, so he's from a decent stock. Stephen Parks. Time ticking on here for Everton. Just got to stay strong, stay focused. And as Snod says, hopefully more spaces in the final third of the field will begin to open up. Right on cue, Charlie Whittaker brings it forward. Butterfield. It's been a good performance, hasn't it, Snod?
Yeah, I've been pleased for the boys.
Oh God, keep your mouth shut. Languedoc for Fulham, reaches the penalty area, real chance for Harris here, but he slips at the inopportune moment and Everton can scramble it into the air. Butterfield's on the floor, heads it away. Mallon's clearance finds McCoy Splat, he plays it to Olakibi. Has to check and he's forced away from goal. McCoy Splat for Fulham, just a reminder that they are still alive, that they are still in this game. Metcalf mustn't get sloppy, Snoz.
No, that started from reach, you're right, being sloppy. It was a simple pass and he just didn't put enough pace on it.
Whittaker looking for Stanley Mills. It wasn't the best of balls from Whittaker, but there weren't many options for him in fairness. Harris, Mills slides in. Luke Harris keeps possession for Fulham. Imani Languedoc brings it forward. Dibley Diaz, McCoy Splat. Back to Stephen Parks. Everton stay compact, stay strong. Robinson. Olakibi will chase that. Eli Campbell will get there first and put the ball into the family enclosure on that far side. 12 minutes to go.
Yeah, we've still got some defending to do, I'm sure about that. I'm sure Fulham probably will get a chance or two before the end of the game, but I expect us to do the same as well.
Physiotherapy required for Luke Butterfield. Hopefully that's nothing more than a touch of cramps, Snods.
Yeah, let's hope not.
Can Everton hold on here?
Yes.
As you say, we will get chances, won't we? At some point they really will have to chase the game. There's the finish from Mills, just opens up his body,
yeah,
one
it's
touch.
a terrific finish, terrific ball, terrific run, terrific finish.
Terrific scoreline. There's another man down there as well. Over on the far side, young Ishi Samuel-Smith has got a touch of cramp for Everton. Here's Stanley's second goal, wicked deflection off Parks, keeper no chance, we don't care. Bottom corner, 2-1 for the Toffees.
Is it going in that far corner anyway, Daz? Once he's come inside, he's had a strike on goal. I think he's going for that far corner. It's got a wicked deflection, as you say, and the keeper's absolutely no chance.
Leighton Baines and Paul Tate in conversation again. And thankfully, Luke Butterfield is okay. Ishi Samuels-Smith is on his feet as well. And play will restart with goal kick for Everton, leading here. 10 minutes to go at Goodison Park. Everton 2, Fulham 1. FA Youth Cup third round. It's been a good week for the Toffees, Snods.
If the scoreline remains like this, it certainly has. And hopefully we can go down to Selhurst Park on Sunday and get a result, which would be encouraging.
Put the top hat on a terrific week. Strong challenge that by Eli Campbell, had to get that right, and he did. Dibley Diaz skips past Butterfield. Butterfield puts a challenge in, but it falls for Languedoc inside the penalty area. Arajo, good save. Patrick Nash, he had to readjust his body and fling himself to his right and palm it away, and he did it all, didn't he? His
reactions were fantastic. What a save that is, guys. As he's got a ricochet there, he's heading into the bottom corner. His reactions were fantastic there. Look at that, what a save that is.
Had to readjust himself, that was going in, no danger. Corner kick, left-hand side, Fulham. Dibley Diaz, that's a difficult one to deal with, headed away by Stanley Mills. McCoy Splat will control it and feed it towards the right-hand side, but Campbell's there for Everton. Little flick in field, can Whittaker get there? He slides in, ooh, he probably just about took the man before he got the ball, did he?
He did in a bit of rafters there.
We don't mind a bit of that, do we?
Charlie Robinson on Charlie Whittaker, the two Charlies.
Handbags between the two Charlies. There we go. You can see what he was trying to do.
He didn't do a lot wrong.
No,
but
you can't tackle from the side anymore.
You cannot.
Can you?
No.
More defending for Everton to do. 8 minutes and counting here at Goodison Park. Dibley Diaz on the set piece, as he has been all evening, headed away by Stanley Mills, and he'll chase it down, and then he's pushed in the back, is he, by Xavier Benjamin? Yes, says Mr. Mitchell. Free kick for Everton. Stanley Mills prostrate on the ground. He's just a little bit winded there, I think.
Xavier Benjamin, he's been like that. We're just going back to the replay here. It's a deflection. It's a great save. His reactions were first class, and you could tell his teammates, the way they reacted to him there.
Super save by
They knew how important
Nash.
that save might be.
Long ball forward. Okoronkwo gets his head on it. Mills gets the second ball. Price lays it back to Mallon. Good vision from.
He's looked composed.
He's been nice and tidy, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Samuel Smith, Metcalf. They've all done well, haven't they? He's had a good game, Jensen Metcalf.
Keep it moving. Make Fulham work.
Yep. Use the width of the pitch. Here we go. Mallon again. Okoronkwo to Mills. Tries the little flick. It'll be a throw in for Everton. That'll do. Nothing wrong with that. Paul Tate and Leighton Baines will be delighted with the character the boys have shown. Because when we equalised, it was against the run of play.
It wasn't great to go in 1-0 down after such a pleasing half an hour in the first half, and the lads would have been disappointed, and then we never really come out with much conviction in the second half, and we got back into the game by a terrific goal, and then since then we have been the better team.
We thoroughly deserve to be ahead, but it is at times precarious advantage. 2-1.
As you usually say in first team commentary, can we relax, Shepdas?
not one jot. Isaac Price. Welsh volleys it forward. Here come Fulham again. Olakidi on that far side for the Cottagers. Tries to skip past Samuel Smith, and on this occasion he does. Gets the cross in as well, headed away by Eli Campbell. McCoy Splat picks it up. Fulham are still alive in this game, make no bones about it. Charlie Robinson. We could do with the cushion of a third goal here, couldn't we?
We could.
Dibley Diaz. Wide to Languedoc. Offside, that'll do. That'll do. The offside flag that threatened to ruin our Monday night here at Goodison.
What a terrific decision, linesman, over that far side.
Take a bow, son. Patrick Nash. Well, he's crowned his Goodison Park debut with a super save.
You know where this is going. This is going up to the striker, so what we've got to do is squeeze on. Don't get in front of the ball. Just when it does go up there, get in contention.
Nash plays it down this near side. Mills flicks it on. Okoronkwo will chase it down.
Don't
Stephen
foul.
Parks will get there first. Wasn't listening, Snods, was he?
No. See, the deep inside their own half, he's got his back towards play,
Yeah,
he's going nowhere, and all of a sudden we give a free kick away. It just relieves the pressure.
It's a risky ball. Robinson makes something of it. Dibley Diaz, it all goes through him. That was a risky ball as well. Okoronkwo can't get there. And Stephen Parks has scored an own goal now!
No, he hasn't.
Okoronkwo has put the ball in the back of the net. What a mess at the back, and the third goal we craved has arrived from 3 inches.
Yeah, you don't like seeing youngsters make mistakes like that, but I'm sorry, it's a football game. It's our boys that have took advantage of that. The young boy, I don't know what he was doing really. Between him and the keeper, I think the keeper had it under control. When you're looking at it, it's a poor pass. It's in the centre of the goal. The keeper's just coming out to claim it.
Okoronkwo will not score, and it's his first Everton goal at Goodison Park.
Just roll over the line, were he? And rightly so, he does right. Gladys Street end. I'm finishing this. That's the first thing on his mind.
What a mess for Fulham, and there you go. Francis Okoronkwo slams the ball into the empty net, and the 2-goal cushion that we felt we needed, Snods, we've got.
Now can we relax?
Yes.
Yes.
He deserves that. He's done well, the boy, hasn't he?
Yeah, as you said, it took him 10 minutes just to get into the game, just to warm up, but he's done well this last 20 minutes or so.
Olakibi from Fulham.
Just see the game out now, boys, if you can.
Yeah. Just keep pressing, and when we get the ball, keep the ball, and we will be entertaining Sheffield United or Millwall at Goodison Park in the 4th round of the FA Youth Cup. We've done it the hard way tonight, haven't we? But the boys have stuck at it.
Yeah, I think there's been some pleasing performances, I really do.
Dibley Diaz, the New Zealander, lofts a high free kick into the Everton penalty area. Mills heads it away. Okoronkwo will pick it up. Now then, can he break? He wasn't going to pull out of that, was he? Looks a bit of an old school centre forward, doesn't he, the boy?
Oh, well, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Price there, chasing to the far side of the pitch, and he's made a tackle as well. That's what you want 2 minutes before the end of the game.
Yeah.
The work rate still to be up there.
Okoronkwo again for Everton. Play again. Just ran into a little bit of a cul-de-sac. And forward comes McCoy Splat for Fulham. Arajo. All the way back to Stephen Parks. Good organisation from Everton. Parks spots a gap, runs into it, lays it off to McCoy Splat. There's just no way through for Fulham.
No, we're good. We're holding the shape very, very well. The back 4, the midfield 4 in front of them are making it difficult for Fulham to pass through us.
Coming to the end of the 89th minute. Xavier Benjamin. This is his kick. Goal kick for Everton. That should just about do it. Minute to go. Who's caught your eye, Snods? I tell you what, to pick a man of the match won't be easy tonight.
No, I think it won't be. I think Charlie Whittaker first half was outstanding. I thought he really played well. Jensen's worked very hard. Isaac Price has worked hard as well. The left full back has done. Samuel Smith, a 15-year-old, he's done terrifically well. I think collectively, I think they deserve to win this game. I think
have to give Stanley Mills a mention, won't we?
Stanley Mills. For me, I would give him for his 2 goals as well, and for the way he's played, his work rate. I would just say he's going to be my MO.
Yeah. Oh, I wouldn't disagree with that. Banquedoc. That'd be a free kick for Fulham, that. Just a little bit too eager to get the ball, Reece Welsh. I'm not sure it's a yellow card, referee.
No, I do.
10 seconds to go.
Here we go, Daz, far side.
4 minutes.
Where's he get 4 minutes from?
He's just enjoying himself at Goodison Park, isn't he?
Come on, boys, don't concede here.
This is dangerous, this. Matt Dibley Diaz.
you're right. He's been their playmaker. He's been the one to get on the ball. He's going to definitely have a strike on goal.
Patrick Nash has made one excellent save already. Might be called upon again here. It's a tall defensive wall Everton have got there. Eli Campbell, Reece Welsh and Francis Okoronkwo. Diddley Diaz, and the wall does its job. That's what you want.
Yeah, solid strike. They're brave in that wall, they certainly were.
It's not the weather to get a fiercely struck free kick aimed at you, is it? But the wall stood strong.
What would you have been, Daz, there, the organiser of the wall?
I'd have been on the halfway line in case there was a breakaway. Benjamin, straight away Luke Butterfield's in again.
You'd have been already subbed, Daz, so don't you worry about it.
Yeah, I'd just be putting the plug in the plug hole now to make sure the bath was ready. Stephen Parks takes on Isaac Price. Reece Welsh will get there first for Everton, and he wins the throw-in. And with 2.5 minutes to go, Everton surely now, barring an absolute calamity, are easing through into the fourth round. I say easing, but it hasn't been easy by any stretch.
No, it hasn't. It's been an entertaining game.
It's been a good game.
Enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's been an excellent game. I'm sure the viewers as well watching around the world on YouTube have enjoyed it as well. Charlie Whittaker will chase this down. Xavier Benjamin picked up by Metcalf. Is the icing on the cake? Metcalf breaks into the penalty area. Well, it gets a nudge in the back, which puts him off balance and sends him crashing into the advertising halls. But Mr. Mitchell opts not to give what would have been a penalty. Good play by Samuel Smith. I've loved watching him tonight. It's my first sighting of Ishi Samuel Smith, and he's been terrific. Oh, Stanley Mills overhits the forward pass, and we've got 90 seconds to go. And it's been a good night.
He looks well composed for his young years, a 15-year-old.
Looks terrific, doesn't he? What a prospect we've got there. And that's not the type of pass that your winger wants to see. It's not been a good 10 minutes for Stephen Parks, Snods, has it?
No, it hasn't. He'll be disappointed the way between him and the keeper. I think it was more Parks' fault than the keeper's, if I was being honest.
Francis Okoronkwo doesn't care whose fault it was. His first Goodison goal. Mills wins it in the air. Okoronkwo scrapping away again. Any defender that comes up against Okoronkwo knows they're going to be in for a game, Snods. I like the look of it.
Yeah, I do. Looks to have got good pace. He's strong, he's direct.
There he is. Nice touch on him as well. And Jensen Metcalf berates himself, and they're the standards that Paul Tate instilled. 3-1 up with 30 seconds to go, and he's furious at himself for playing a misplaced pass. Oh, Matty Mallon crashes into Luke Harris, and then there's a bit of afters afterwards. There was no real need for it, and this is all a little bit unsightly. The Everton players are piling in, the Fulham players are piling in. The referee's got to sort that out. It's got really, really unsightly. Well, that was a flashpoint from nowhere, and I think Matty Mallon will be lucky to survive.
Yeah, I think it's
all settled down. Luke Harris didn't need to react the way that he did. And it was really, really unsightly. You don't often see that at youth level. Matty Mallon certainly fouled Luke Harris, and it was a certain yellow card for Matty Mallon for the foul. And then once Luke Harris came back for more, Matty Mallon wasn't found.
We're just going to see this again, Daz. Yeah, unsavoury incident that. Everybody, bar the two keepers involved, really.
Well, the referee's had to call his two linesmen over. He'll do well just to blow the final whistle here, the referee. That would be common sense refereeing. Luke Harris and Matty Mallon could well find themselves in trouble, but the game is up. The 4 minutes of added time have elapsed, so hopefully a bit of common sense will prevail, and the referee will do no more than just say to the two lads, you're really lucky that it's the closing stages. That's a yellow card challenge.
Yeah.
No problem with that.
Oh, and then he stood on him.
Well, he said something, and they've both gone for it. Matty Mallon's got to defend himself. Luke Butterfield's involved. Harris has lost it completely. The players pile in, and the referee had some sorting out to do there.
Couple of bookings.
I think he might send the two of them off. I hope he doesn't. I hope it.
Let's
Common
hope
sense.
not.
The game's finished. The game's
finished.
up. It's well over.
Bit of common sense.
Yeah, let's hope so. Matty Mallon, the Everton captain, is being spoken to first by the referee, and I hope you're right, Snods. I hope it's no more than a yellow.
It's a red.
Off he goes. Matty Mallon sent off. I feared that he would. Matty Mallon sent off.
I thought it was.
Luke Harris has got to be spoken to, surely.
I thought it was Harris. I think the players
they're going over now and say it wasn't him. The referee has got it wrong. He's speaking to Matt Dibley-Diaz, but it wasn't him. Luke Harris is staying away from it inside the penalty area, and the Fulham players have gone off to say, look, it wasn't him, it wasn't Dibley-Diaz. The referee's still got a red card in his hand, and you know what? I don't think the referee's got a clue who he needs to speak to.
I don't think he does.
It's Luke Harris
Yeah,
who's making his way over now. He's finally sorted it all out, and he's sent off as well. And I did fear that the two of them would go. Well, I suppose by the letter of the law, he didn't have that much choice, the referee, but
he didn't. I just
when
thought,
time's up and the result's not in doubt. Well, 4 minutes of added time. We've had 7. It's had a bit of everything this tonight, Snods.
Yeah, it has. We've had goals, we've had good play, and we've unfortunately had 2 sending off.
Matty's teammates weren't slow to come across either.
No, they wasn't,
which we don't mind seeing.
But you don't want to see that with a minute to go.
No. 7 minutes of added time have been played, and Everton have just got to see this free kick out, and then it's game over. Oh, what a goal that is! Fulham have scored. It's Dibley-Diaz, and well, you have to say he probably deserves a goal. Snods.
Yeah, I think he meant it as well. He really did. He's plenty of pace. It's gone in off the far post, and now what we've got to do is keep the ball and get it in that bottom corner.
The game's got to be up. We've had 7.5 minutes. Okay, there were a few more extra minutes added on for the brawl, the unseemly brawl. But here we go. There's the goal again.
Just hit it right in that bottom corner. That's the ball.
That's the ball.
That's the ball.
Fulham chase it down and head it away. Surely not here. Butterfield high into the air. The 4 minutes were up. I don't understand why the referees continue to play here. The 4 minutes were up before the fight even started. Now here come Fulham again. Eli Campbell slices it. 8 minutes of added time. I don't get this, Snods. I really don't. Olakibi takes the throw in. Samuel Smith is there. It's hacked away by Jensen Metcalf.
Yeah, he's got to blow up after this.
Got to.
Once this throwing takes place.
What a game, those Snods.
Yeah, he's had a bit of everything. You're right. Right to the end.
Everton 3, Fulham 2. Charlie Robinson will take this throw in. Surely it's the last action of the game. Referee checks his watch and he still plays on. Here's Dibley-Diaz for Fulham. Forward it goes to Languedoc. Languedoc wide on this near side. Arajo keeps it in. Dibley-Diaz picks it up, threads it forward. In goes Metcalf. Dibley-Diaz again. Edge of the penalty area. Great challenge by Welsh. Picked up by Charlie Robinson. I can't believe the ending to this game here. Olakibi on the far side. Whittaker goes across. And Samuel Smith is there. And there is the final whistle. 9 minutes of added time the referee played. I'm not sure that was necessary. But an FA Youth Cup game that had a little bit of everything ends in controversy. But more importantly, ends in an Everton victory.
Yeah, it's all about getting into the next round, and the boys have done well. They conceded very, very late on. Unsavoury incident down in the bottom corner as well. Don't want to see players getting sent off, especially when they don't need to, because we'd won the game. We were 3-1 in front. But overall, I think you've got to give their boys a lot of credit. I thought they played really, really well, and it was unlucky to go in at half-time 1-0 down. And then we had a spell at the beginning of the game where Fulham could have extended the lead, and I'm thinking we need to up the tempo, and we did. And it was a great first goal, an equaliser to get back into the game. Great ball from Whittaker, great run and finish from Mills. And then I thought we were the better team. Then I thought 3-1 was comfortable, and then we just had that little scare a minute before the end, before the whistle. Well, it was 2 minutes because the referee played another 2 or 3 minutes afterwards. But overall, I think it's a great result, and I think it's the right result.
It certainly is the right result. It's a very, very welcome result. There you go. Everton 3, Fulham 2. The Toffees march into round 4 of the FA Youth Cup. Sheffield United or Millwall await.